In a world that constantly whispers, be strong, handle it yourself, and don't let anyone see you struggle, the story in Gospel of Mark 2:1-12 tells us something beautifully different. It tells us we were never meant to do this alone. A paralyzed man wanted to reach Jesus, but he couldn't walk. He couldn't push through the crowd. He couldn't force open the door. On his own, he had no way forward. But, alone, 4 friends carried him. When the house was too full and the entrance blocked, they didn't shrug and we tried. When the crowd made it impossible, they didn't complain. They climbed, and when the roof stood in the way, they tore it open. That is not casual friendship. That is covenant loyalty. They refused to let his limitation become his destiny. They refused to let obstacles speak louder than their faith. Carried him, not just physically, but spiritually, into the presence of Jesus. And Scripture says something powerful. When Jesus saw their faith, he responded. Sometimes your breakthrough is connected to the faith of the people holding your mat. We all have seasons where we are the paralytic, exhausted, discouraged, overwhelmed, unsure to move forward. In those moments, we don't just need advice. We need carriers. We need friends who pray when we can't find words, who believe when our faith feels thin, who refuse to let us sink into isolation. Real friendship doesn't disappear when life gets inconvenient. It doesn't watch you drown from a distance. It climbs roofs. It makes space. It fights for you in prayer. So choose your circle wisely. Choose friends who push you toward Jesus, not away from him. Friends who speak truth when fear gets loud. Friends who remind you who you are when you forget. Friends who are willing to tear the roof, if that's what it takes to see you healed, restored, forgiven, and free. And just as importantly, become that friend. Because life moves in seasons. Sometimes you are the one being carried. Sometimes you are the one carrying the mat. Both roles matter. Both require humility. Both require love. Faith was never meant to be a solo journey. It grows stronger when shared. It rises higher when supported. It breaks through barriers when united. So don't isolate yourself in strength. Don't hide your weakness in pride. Don't tend you don't need help. Walk together, pray together, climb together. And when the door is blocked, find the roof.